Hello everyone, a big welcome to all of you. In this video, we will cover part 4 and the final part of banking and financial awareness section for the month of February. I have uploaded previous 3 parts in the playlist section and also the January part in the playlist section. You can check that out. This will be a regular series for SBI Junior Associate, Probationary Officers, IBPS Mains, RBI Assistant Mains, RBI Grade B Prelims and RRB Mains examination. And this series for each month will be divided into 4 parts. Each part will have 10 plus MCQs, and for the month we'll cover 50 plus MCQs, and this will be a good preparation for the banking and financial awareness section. And the weightage of this section is in IBPS mains, SBI mains, RBI assistant mains, around 15 plus question appear from this section. In RBI grade B prelim section, around 25 plus question appear from this section. Before covering MCQs, I will give you a brief background of banking sector mergers and bank headquarters. Oriental Bank of Commerce and Union Bank of India are merged into Punjab National Bank, Syndicate merged into Canara, Allahabad into Indian, Dena and Vijaya merged into Bank of Baroda. Now the shortcut trick to cover bank headquarters. If any bank name contains Bank of India in its name, their headquarters is in Mumbai, like Bank of India, Central Bank of India, Industrial Development Bank of India, Union Bank of India, State Bank of India, Reserve Bank of India. Their headquarters is in Mumbai, because in their name they have Bank of India. If bank name starts with Indian, their headquarters is in Chennai, like Indian Bank, Indian Overseas Bank. If bank name starts with Punjab, their headquarters is in New Delhi, like Punjab National Bank, Punjab and Sindh Bank. And there is another trick for United. If bank name starts with United, its headquarters is in Kolkata, like United Bank of India. So this is it for bank mergers and bank headquarters. Now we'll start our series. So let's begin our series, part 4 of February, with this question. Who headed the Reserve Bank of India formulated 8-member expert committee on urban cooperative banks? So that committee was headed by N.S. Viswanathan. N.S. Viswanathan, 8-member expert committee on urban cooperative bank, RBI. Next question. Which of the below state has recently introduced its own debit card and became first government financial institution in the state? So that is Kerala. Kerala has introduced its own debit card. Next question. Dash collaborated with Razorpay to empower Indian MSMEs and startups to make digital payments more accessible. And that is MasterCard. So MasterCard collaborated with Razorpay. Razorpay collaborated with MasterCard to empower Indian MSMEs and startups to make digital payments more accessible. Next question. Reserve Bank of India permitted Dash to make remittances under the SEZ Act 2005. Special Economic Zone Act 2005. Reserve Bank of India permitted resident individual to make remittances. Next question. Dash received a $15 million worth line of credit from Axis Bank. Exim Bank, sorry. Sierra Leone received a $15 million worth line of credit from Exim Bank. Exim Bank is Export-Import Bank. Next question. Which of the following is the benchmark interest rate that is used by global banks to lend to one another? And that is LIBOR. But now LIBOR is being phased out because of various manipulation and scams. Because of that, LIBOR will be replaced by SOFR. SOFR is Secured Overnight Financing Rate. Secured Overnight Financing Rate. Currently it is LIBOR. Through LIBOR rate, global banks lend money to one another. Now SOFR is secured overnight financing rate. Now LIBOR will be replaced by SOFR around June 2023. So around June 2023, LIBOR will no longer exist because of manipulation, and it will be replaced by SOFR. So you have to remember this. India's Exim Bank provided a financial support of $130 million for construction of social housing units in Maldives. So you have to remember this fact. So there was a previous question. $15 million worth line of credit from Axis Bank was received by Sierra Leone, and now $130 million was received by Maldives for social housing units. Next question. Which life insurance company has the highest claim settlement ratio for financial year 2020 according to IRDAI? IRDAI is Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India, and that body is Max Life Insurance. So Max Life Insurance had the highest claim settlement ratio for financial year 2020 according to IRDAI. So Max Life Insurance, it is a private insurance company. It is not like LIC, which has a government stake. So Max Life Insurance is completely a privately run insurance company, and it had the highest claim settlement ratio. So key takeaway from this session is this: LIBOR is being replaced by SOFR. SOFR is Secured Overnight Financing Rate. It will be replaced in June 2023. There's a lot of time, and LIBOR will no longer exist after SOFR takes its place in 2023. So this is the part 4. This is the part 4 of February month, and previous 3 parts they are also uploaded in the playlist section of my channel. January month is also uploaded. February month is also uploaded. You can check the playlist section of my channel, and I will meet you with the March MCQ series. So next is March part 1. And if you like this video, hit the like button. If you are new on this channel, hit the subscribe button. I have also created a Telegram group at the Mr. Lokesh Consultancy. You can also subscribe to the Telegram group along with the YouTube channel. Thanks.